and we are back on the ridge that we were on a couple of weeks ago, and it's a beautiful sunny day, gorgeous fall day, and I have Sam and I have Caspian, who's anxiously waiting for us. And so, oh, and Sam got me an early birthday present, my very own flashlight, and he even has a zoom, and he gave me a little, put it on a little carabiner to figure out where I could put that. All right, so this will be interesting because the last time we were here, we heard a Sierra sound like grunt. So yeah, and here it is, like what, 4:30 or something like that. We seem to like coming late in the afternoon. So anyway, we are definitely going to have a fun adventure. All right, well, we will see what we see and hear what we hear. Okay, so if you see our last episode, this is the rock where we stayed for about half an hour during dark and we listened. So, and we are going to go down there, and you can see, again, if you see the video from last week, you can see that there's a lot more leaves that have fallen. And so we will see what we see. Okay, so Sam forgot his phone in the truck, so we had to go back, and we couldn't find it because it was stuck between the console on the front. Anyway, it was frustrating, so now he wanted to go down this valley. So up there is the start of the ridge where we usually hike, and then we found this tree snap right there, and then well, right there, and then we're gonna go down into that valley. Woo, kind of creepy. All right, well, we'll see what we see. Okay, so we came across these branches that have been placed there, obviously, and then there's something. Is that a tree break or what is it, Sam? A twist? Interesting. And even there's a third branch over there that might have been placed there. And then up there, you see that branch leaning against the tree. I checked that and that was definitely placed there. So, yeah, and from down here, down this draw is where we heard some voices, where we heard howls. In fact, we probably heard a howl from over here, because I had done some howls and we heard a howl in response. And we heard, we heard a Sierra sound like grunt a little ways down, but definitely some action taking place here. So it's a little spooky being here in the late afternoon on a fall day. All right, well, oh, and that is the rock that we were sitting on. So that, yeah, up there is where we were sitting on before. All right. It's very, very interesting. All right, we will see what we will see. I find this interesting that there's a big branch going almost horizontally at a slope, and then there's a branch underneath like that, and the branch over like right there. And that branch goes all the way there. I don't want to climb up there to see if that's been moved or not. All right, so very interesting. Well, we're going to keep going down this way, see what we will see. Okay, so there's a bowed tree right there. And you know, if there was just one of these things around, I wouldn't think anything of it, but it does make you curious when you see different stuff like that, multiple things, and you don't find those in every forest. So anyway, we're getting almost to the point where we heard that grunt. All right, and I was told my experience on a Bigfoot Facebook group, and they said, yeah, maybe the Bigfoot was just saying hello. So hopefully if I hear it again, I'll be like, hey, we're just here as tourists, just exploring. We're not here to hurt you. And I see a tree break and an aspen over there. I'm going to go down this way, see it from a better angle. See that? That is definitely very interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna keep going down that way, so we'll see what we see. So we came down that, and we had a little rest on the other side of those boulders, and then we came down to this gully, and there's a path, so we're gonna go down this way, and then the path comes from there. We've been on that ridge before. So, all right, well, we will keep going down here, see what we will see. So we came from up there, and these woods are really, really thick. It's amazing. And this is definitely from where we heard some stuff. We heard voices, we heard a downward howl, we heard a howl, and a bit that way we heard the Sierra sound like grunt. So something was definitely going on in this ravine, in this valley. So we're just gonna keep going on, I guess. Sam sure likes to stretch my comfort zone. Okay, well, we will see. We will see. Okay, so one really interesting thing to note that Sam pointed out is on this side, there's a ponderosa or something like that, kind of like tree. And then on this side is completely different. And we're not very good at tree species. I don't know if it's a pine. I'm not sure. What did you call it?
Engelmann.
What is it?
Engelmann.
Engelmann? Yeah, so we're not really sure, but the thing is...
Pines. These are spruces.
Oh.
Probably.
But what we've heard is that Sasquatch does not like those red trees, right? Possibly. Who knows? I mean, who is an expert? Nobody's an expert. It's all just supposition. So, but it is interesting that down here on this side are these kinds of trees, and this is from where we heard those sounds a couple of weeks ago. And so far I haven't heard anything, and I'm wearing those amplified headphones. All right. Whoo-wee. And up there is the ridge where we were on before. All right, well, we will see what we will see. Okay, we came down there through some really thick woods, and we heard some twig snapping or something that way, and then there's a crow doing some kind of an alarm around us. And then the trail keeps going on down there, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up this slope back to the ridge. All right, well, we will see what we see. Okay, so nature called, and I use this tree to help me. Held on to it, and then of course while I'm doing my business, Sam hears a whoop, and then just a couple of seconds ago he heard voices down that way. He heard the whoop up that way where we are going, and then here, this is the second spot we've seen where something has laid down. So that's interesting. So yeah, I knew anytime you go to the bathroom, you're guaranteed some kind of action. Okay, so we'll see what we will see and hear what we will hear. Okay, we came up that, and we're back on the path. We gotta go up this way, but at least it's a path. And then Last time we were down there and the sun is about to set, and of course we're here. That's like happens all the time. All right, go up there and then I hope I can have a break. We'll see what we see. Okay, we are sitting at the spot where we heard the Sierra sound grunt. Hard to explain what it sounded like, but when I heard it, I thought, that's a Bigfoot. And my second thought was, I want to get out of here. But Sam thought he heard voices, maybe dogs barking, I don't know, down that way. But we are going to go back toward our truck. We will see what we will see and hear what we will hear. Look at that beautiful sunset. That's one reason why we do what we do, is to see this beauty. All right, well, we gotta get up that hill, and the dog is pulling me. Well, we'll see what we see. Okay, so it's hard to see in the dark, but there is an X over there, and I remember it from last time. And through there, oh, I hear dogs. Through there's a moon. It's not quite full. And the dog is either whining because I'm not going, or he senses something up there. All right, get up this big hill. See what we see. All right, so Sam is going to let out a howl because last time we were here, I let out some howls and then we heard a, what was it in response? Something like that. Okay. I thought I heard something down that way. It was like, her. Something. That's a motor. All right, let's go back. Okay, so we're back in the truck, obviously, and we were standing on that hill, and we heard a car sound, which was weird. We don't understand how it could have been over there. Maybe over on the next ridge. There is a long road. But anyway, that was a really interesting little exploration. And it's 7 o'clock now, and Sam is going. Okay, that was interesting. All right, so we are definitely in the woods at night. Woo! All right, so, and as Sam said, what would I rather be? Depressed at home, which I did have a hard week, or scared in the woods? And I think that I'd rather be scared in the woods, but I also don't want to be foolhardy. I want to be smart about it. All right, well, that's all. This is Squatch Mom signing out on a bumpy road. Have a squatch-tastic day.